Here we are, the third day, the day we're gonna pour, and oh, these cows made a mess in here for us. So all done with all the morning chore stuff, but we're gonna scrape out all the cow pies, and then I got my couple forms up there. I got all my stakes, and I assume everything's still gonna be okay. We're just gonna put those back in. We're gonna be ready to go. They told me that they probably couldn't get me cement till early afternoon here anyway. So got the hay made yesterday, almost 600 bales. Some pretty nice stuff. So yeah, nice to be done with that for a little bit again. And then this post here, I put this in last fall, but between here and that post, it just doesn't fit right. I think I got off on my measurements or something. So we're gonna reset this post, and we'll, since we're pouring concrete, we're gonna pour some cement around it. So I gotta do a little measuring here before I pull this apart. That's a small project that we're gonna do, as long as we're gonna get cement for over there and on the other side of this building. So just for the information, on this farm, since we came here 30 years ago, we pretty much poured all this cement ourselves, all the barnyard, all the stalls and walk and manger in the barn. And I only hired a handful of concrete work, which was the house walls. That was back in 95, of course. And then the shop floor, which I did work with those guys. So they basically kind of hired me off the top of the bid they gave me to put that in. And then this building, the foundation is like 50 yards, and then all the walls. And then there's a curb on the other side that I had a crew help me with. And of course we worked alongside them too. So being that it was such a large project. So we're gonna get started here and get this re-prepped, and then make a phone call and see how soon we can get that ready mix. We're thinking maybe 9 cubic yards of a 6-bag mix, and go as far as it goes, I guess. And
we just got this waterway poured. We don't know how many yards we got left. I don't even want to take a guess, because I'm sure I'll be completely wrong. But we got the important stuff done, and then we just got to fill in a post back here in the barnyard, and then whatever we can pour here, we can pour here. However far we get, as far we get. But it's going smooth right now.
the anticipation. You put a little water in it for flat work. Gotta be a little careful because you can add too much and then you can't take it back out. We got 9 yards in these 3 holes so far. I think we're a little thicker, which is good because there's going to be heavy stump driving across this part, and then in the spring of the year with the frost. And our waterway too, where we turn around with the feed wagon, so it's all good. But we got another 6 yards coming. Might be another hour and a half yet. So we did square it off to a certain degree here. We're going to broom it, which makes it a little rougher for the cattle. The thing is with this stuff is we're trying to match up to all the old concrete, which we just kind of blended into the barnyard. So there's no sense in getting too carried away with striking it just right or all that. It's no foundation work or anything like that. So,
and when you say you're making it rougher for the cattle, it means you're making it the surface a little rougher so that it doesn't slip so easy for them. So there's going to be some traction for them. So it'll be better for the cattle, not rougher for the cattle. The surface will be a little rougher if he brooms it so that it's not a slick surface if it's wet from rain or
well, what
whatever.
happens after skid steer cleaning it years and years, it gets shiny. So like for instance where it was really sloped over there where the cattle go up higher above the barn there, we actually took a rake and lightly went across it with a rake. So it's even more coarse. Again, there's not much manure to scrape there, but still, you need it coarse so that, again, it's traction, yes. Because this will get just like glass afterwards. So like in a shop floor or your house floor, something where it doesn't really get rained on or wet, it's better to have it smoother for cleanup. It just cleans up better. See, so here, we did broom all this concrete, but we did have a groover out here for some other areas. It's a guy with a machine, kind of like a push lawnmower type machine, where it's got these diamond blades in, and he makes these grooves in the concrete to rough it up again. You can see our broom marks, but again, a lot like this gets scraped like twice a week, and then you got cattle on it all the time, so eventually it gets almost like glass. So then they put these grooves in to help so the cattle aren't falling down when it's wet and things. This time of the year it's not a big deal, but it does matter a lot more in the wetter months. And then like their bedding packs and stuff, not so critical because there's always bedding on them and things like that. So then like your manger, you're gonna want real smooth. Again, it's just the cows eating off it, and you're sweeping feed there and cleaning up whatever they don't eat, all that. So then you want it smooth. And here we'll want it a little coarser because of that. So we're gonna see what this does. And out here is kind of more into the pasture area. You still don't want it like glass.
What are you doing? She just made a hole. She's got a bone. She was trying to keep people away from.
This is a prime example of what happens when you got livestock running around. I'm almost betting we're gonna have chicken tracks in here before the end of this day, which is not critical for here, but I think every pad of cement we ever poured on this farm, we got chicken tracks in. And there's a few dog tracks, and a couple places it wasn't anything that we could really fix anymore, but we could leave her signature in there.
That one's pretty deep. Maybe the one on the edge. I think she was just trying to back away from the truck with her bone.
Something like that's a given. But I see it's getting almost where the broom isn't doing much anymore, but it's enough. The chickens already signed it. It's a given. And it's, again, out here, it's not such a problem anyway in the waterway like this. Odds are this is going to crack up over the years, but the main thing is it stays in place. And I don't see this going anywhere. pretty wet, so we're got a little time here. I mean, in reality, they don't, for strength, they don't want to add too much water to it, but projects like this, it's better to have it wetter. You have to fight so hard to get it where you want it. Maybe like for a wall or something, you might have to follow the recommendations a little closer.
A little bit bigger hole. Now we got a bigger area, and we're back to pour in the remaining yardage of the concrete. So the rest of the concrete was poured and leveled out, and now we're just waiting for it to dry.
Okay, we're finished. It's about 4:30. We got 15 yards. So we had a 9-yard load and a 6-yard load, and we had Owen do the edging, and now we broomed it. And we ended up digging out a little more than we planned, but that's how it is. It's been a good day. Got lots of help. Not too hot. The sun went away for a little while, so can't beat it.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Gierok Farms and make sure to like the video.